Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of my videos, and today we continue the chapter of millions of people's lives, the morning of judgment of my military fund services say. So it was a normal morning, or we thought. We followed, the typical routine, but the air felt heavy. Now, to explain the situation, they were 600 of us in the base, and the army only needed 300. Now, out of the 600, only 100 has, including me, has accepted to volunteer to wear the uniform. So it was like the 500 refused to wear the uniform, and they stayed in their civilian clothes. So they were sleeping, playing, and watching us do all the work. It felt injustice until our commander said something. He said one phrase, the Squid Games moment. He said, listen, I'm not joking, this is gonna be the Squid Games. He looked at us and said, the ones who have the uniform, you guys are a surplus, you guys are going home. In that second, the world flipped. My man, let me tell you, it was just crazy. Because in the start, they said, hey, you guys should be in line. They didn't tell us anything about that. But then in a surprising moment, they said, hey, you guys are free. Now, it was crazy because the 500, they thought they are smart. Just to realize they are getting trapped and we are free. It was a crazy moment, and I'm not gonna say I had a moment of reflect when they put someone who's have the same measurements as you, with height and with shoes and with clothes. I remember handing my uniform to another man, and it felt so unreal. It was like I was taking a year of his life and giving it back to myself, or two, according to your country, of course. But I felt a terrifying mix of guilt and overwhelming joy. Grown men becoming children. That moment was so unreal. Some screaming with happiness, others with frozen faces of terror. Like, we survived, like I survived. And with it, the night and the freedom. I call it the night run to freedom. We didn't leave until nightfall, so we stayed like in some place, we kept talking, screaming, laughing, like a bunch of children. Now, we left until the dark because the paperwork took forever. When the gates finally opened, as far as I said, it was the pitch black. We didn't walk, we ran, and we ran toward the bus station. Now, some of us had to go to airports, others, had to maybe grab a taxi, but it was all different. But otherwise, it was something exceptional. Brotherhood, born from chaos. Like, I can't explain it, but it was like accidental family. And those final moments, money didn't matter. I mean, my man, if you need whatever money you need, we give it to anyone. Somebody is short on cash, need a ticket, needs a dinner. We didn't care because we were bound by a miracle. And there, when you finally guys leave each other, laugh and talk, you met these peoples outside of your city, outside of your state, outside of your region, and maybe you will never meet again. You guys maybe will talk once or twice on the internet, but that's it. And there was the rebirth, a new version of life. When you finally reach home, you aren't the same person who left. You feel like you're no born child, like you've been given life. Everything is beautiful. You look at the world differently. You realize what freedom actually means. Everyone sees you like a hero for some reason. It was like an absence of wall. You realize freedom is more than, walls or doors. It is, you control your action. You own whatever you want. And there I left with two things. I'm not gonna lie. At least this is my personal experience. You leave with the joy of a child and the disciplines of a soldier. The experience was short, but it will change your perspective of life forever. It taught me that sometimes doing the hard thing earlier, it's what sets you free. Well, thank you for following, guys. Thank you for this journey. Stay free, stay happy. I'm trying really to come back, to get strong. I wish to change my my videos that much. Thanks for my 2 or 3 viewers, and yeah, thank you so much.